Last podcast on the left is all about the facts. So when Southern New Hampshire University came on as a sponsor, it was time to do some research. Turns out they offer more than 200 online degree programs, and get this, criminal justice and psychology are some of the most popular. Classes have no set meeting times, and tuition rates are some of the lowest in the U.S. Want to learn even more about SNHU? Visit snhu.edu/last. Insurance isn't one size fits all. That's why drivers have trusted Progressive's Name Your Price tool for years. Just tell Progressive what you want to pay, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Visit Progressive.com to find a car insurance rate that works for you. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
There's no place to escape to.
This is the last podcast.
On the left.
Side stories.
From your glade. That's when the cannibalism started.
Side stories. Yes.
I actually feel surprisingly good. I don't know. I woke up on the right side of the bed today.
I love to see you smile.
Thank you.
I mean, it's weird, though, at the same time, because your smiles they range. Your smile goes from mischievous to I just didn't flush to look at how many beers I have in a pyramid to that one time we were just recently at your house in the backyard and you got a liquor order, and for some reason something glitch happened. I'm gonna say glitch, quote unquote glitch, and then you got 8 bottles of champagne.
Yeah.
Are you drinking it?
I've been drinking it. Yeah, I found out you can't freeze it because it does freeze and it will explode. Yeah,
explodes. I saw you. Yeah. Oh, so you never took those out of the freezer? I saw you going, I gotta pop a couple of these in the freezer, make sure they're cold. But I've done that a couple of times, but mostly it's with food.
Yeah. Because food doesn't explode though.
No, I mean food is just one of the. It's not that I suffer from. I don't know whether this is the Italian or the Polish part. I suffer from a distinct panic about not having enough food.
Oh, I do too. I think it's something with our childhoods that's deeply ingrained in us. We didn't grow up poor, so poor we didn't have food, but there was something about having siblings. And you knew if you didn't get to the snacks right in time, you're gone. They're gone.
You had big hoss boys that were your snack competition. I had Jackie, but Jackie was way more psychological. And we had our time. It was more so late at night, right before we go to sleep. We'd spend hours and hours and hours awake at night watching Food Network. And Jackie and I used to make all sorts of different concoctions with ice cream and stuff. And I think that's really where the weight came from.
I think that was probably a good place to start that conversation. Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to Side Stories. I am Ben with the always ice cream loving Henry Zabrowski.
Yes, I am. I have all of my favorites right now. Honestly, I have all of my favorites. I don't mean to roll out all of my Brandon content here.
This is kind of a true crime-ish show, but you want to start with ice cream talk?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Because you know what I like? I like a nice vanilla bean. I'm one of those. I like just a normal vanilla.
It's too fancy. Don't even bother with me. I don't need an aristocrat ice cream. Just give me vanilla. Aristocrat. I don't like vanilla bean.
You just don't like
it's
being
too fancy.
sold. You don't like the dance of these masters.
No.
Haagen-Dazs, a fake Danish name. It's not even a real name.
It's not a real name?
No, it's not. They just made it up because they knew that fucking dopes would be like, well, the Europeans of a certain white variety really enjoy whiskey and ice cream.
Well, speaking of glitches, Mr. Zabrowski, I have a small confession to make when it comes to my Madden play.
There's a lot of people. I want to say what I love
mad at me.
is how much stuff that comes with what's going on in this country. Just how many different layers of things there are to be upset about and to challenge. And the emails that we got about the Madden football controversy, whatever it is that you're in the middle of, the quagmire you have brought us into, you've dragged us into.
Right.
A lot of people are questioning your logic.
Well, did not quite realize that after the ball goes 10 yards, it is a live ball, so you can't just fair catch it. You need to actually catch it. Now, of course, you don't have to if it's in the end zone, so I will admit that I was wrong. I made a mistake. I did lose that game by a field goal, 25-22. I am now officially 150 and 150 in my record. I am 500. I'm broke even. I'm in the top 26% of all Madden players.
That's too many games for a single season, though. That's a lot of games. You need to give these boys a rest.
It's a lot of games. They're fake. so they don't get tired. But I do realize that I made a mistake, and this is a good life lesson. Instead of fair catching and running away, you need to catch the ball and follow through.
Oh,
and isn't that very good? Isn't that the lesson we took away from it?
And I think that is actually a lesson for all of us, for all of our lives.
So catch the ball and follow through. Nature's path. Well, speaking of following through, I think probably the biggest story in true crime news this week involves Jam Master Jay. Of course, he was murdered 18 years ago in 2002, and officers have finally arrested the two people that killed him. Apparently,
how did they string this shit together? This is really crazy. This is 20 years in the making. I know that it sounded like it was a drug deal or some kind of, it was a nefarious situation.
Well, they said it was a cocaine deal.
Damn.
Apparently, Jam Master Jay was still dabbling in the dark arts of drug dealing.
People like it.
And he was he was shot. He was shot in Jamaica, Queens, point blank, cold blooded, as they were saying.
Damn.
And they arrested these two dudes. One guy is Carl Jordan Jr. He's only 36 years old, which means this is what's so scary about just life in general. Just this 18-year-old kid, just with a gun, just ended the existence of one of the greatest influencers in music history.
It's really very sad. And it shows just how much can change immediately. And it just, man, it's a bummer.
It's, you know what?
It's a fucking bummer.
It is a fucking bummer, but hopefully the family and fans of Jam Master Jay can get a little bit of closure. So Carl Jordan Jr. and Ronald Washington, they conspired to kill Jam Master Jay. Apparently it was some retaliation over a drug deal gone wrong. This is according to Seth Ducharme. He is the acting United States Attorney for the Eastern District of New York. He says, "It was important to us then and remains extremely important to us now to bring justice for the victim, his family, friends, and the community that cared so much about these events." I have not been able to find how it took 18 years to find these people or why they were able to find them now. But nonetheless, this is one of those stories that has been in hip hop for a long ass time.
In the years before Mr. Mizell's death, he increasingly embraced the role of a local talent scout, listening to demo tapes of 14 and 15-year-old rappers and making some suggestions, which is awesome. This comes from the New York Times.
Very sweet. Do you have any idea how hard that is to do?
It's incredibly difficult. And then I forgot that he started the Scratch DJ Academy, where we had shows there for multiple years. And you used to show with KB, which was hilarious.
Comedy Deathmatch. And Kevin kept on trying to get me to say the N-word, and I did not.
Congrats.
And we used to do a segment called, that was funny, the way that different people can say different words.
Thank you, Kissel. Thank you so much.
Oh, that was an amazing experience, though, at Scratch DJ Academy. We had Reggie Watts perform there. Reggie Watts was the sweetest man.
Reggie Watts is the first person to introduce me to liquid THC that night, and I remember just being nice. Thank you, Reggie. Thank you so much for changing our lives. And then and then Murderfist got addicted to tincture, and I think it set us back a couple of years. But it looks like this. So I guess they were vaguely involved through the hip hop scene.
Yeah.
And it sounds like they were trying to he was trying to cut them out of some deal. What we see a lot is some smaller guys, especially younger guys, feeling like they need to do something to show how hard they are or how serious they are about this business.
Oh my.
And so they end up doing these rash bullshit things and destroying everybody's lives.
I cannot imagine, and I don't know, so correct me if I'm wrong, sidestorieslpotl@gmail.com. I cannot imagine this was something they could brag about on the streets. They killed Jam Master Jay.
He was
they killed
an
icon. So it's not like when Tekashi 6ix9ine gets killed, which is going to happen
soon.
It's not going to be like that, because that person can literally wear a t-shirt like I killed Tekashi 6ix9ine, and they'll be like, I think you're smart.
No, it's going to be like the scene from Spartacus where everyone's going to be like, I'm the one who killed Tekashi 6ix9ine. No, I'm the one who killed Tekashi 6ix9ine.
We can't arrest them all. Well, then we better let them all go. So apparently it was something involving a kilogram of cocaine. And I don't know enough about measurements to know how much is a kilo of cocaine.
I know in Europe.
Is that a lot, or is that not that much?
Man, you know how I am with my kilos. You know how I'm always shifting in weight.
I know.
I want to say it's like, I imagine the size of Wendy if she was more of a square.
So it's a dog.
It's the dog size. That's how I transmute it in my mind.
Okay, so it's a Wendy size, so about a 7-pound dog size of cocaine.
What size is a kilo of cocaine? This is not gonna. Don't worry. Put this on incognito, so don't worry. It's 2.2 pounds of cocaine.
Well, then it would be 22 pounds of cocaine that he was acquiring in July of 2002. He acquired 10 kilograms of cocaine, which was intended to be distributed by Washington, Jordan, and others. But a dispute between Washington and a co-conspirator led Jam Master Jay to tell Washington he would be cut out of the transaction. And that's apparently what did him in inevitably. He is dealing 22 pounds of coke. Is like a lot of coke.
It's a lot of cocaine. I think that
and this is before fentanyl, by the way, so it was safer.
It was fun.
Please be careful doing any kind of snortable.
Don't do it, especially west of the Mississippi. I mean this. Don't do cocaine west of the Mississippi. They're cutting it with fentanyl. That's the truth. Is that it is not
It's just
as
a
bad.
weird measure. It's just a strange west of the Mississippi.
West of the Mississippi.
I haven't heard anyone describe like locations in west of the Mississippi or north of the Mississippi or south of the Mississippi terms in a long time.
I'm reading Secrets of Twin Peaks by Mark Frost, and there's a whole section by Lewis and Clark. So I think it's all of that. I'm in Lewis and Clark world.
Oh my goodness. So Jordan, again, now he is only 36 years old. So this dude is still like a young man. He also
36 is real young.
Yeah, it's young. Yeah, right?
Yeah, it's young. It's with it.
39 and holding, baby. Oh my God. Speaking of young, you're going to see just how young I am. Spotify asked us to make a music playlist.
Oh, yes, they asked all of us.
And we were speaking with our manager, Ken, and Ken said, Ben, I had no idea. You and I have the same taste in music.
Great.
Ken is 55 years old.
Yep, and he resides in Newport, Rhode Island during the summer times, and he goes on his little pontoon boat. You guys have the same red-faced, flushed things that you both enjoy. You both would love whatever... the truth is, and I'm not even mean this as an insult. You, Ken, and Joe Biden would all love the same concerts.
Yes,
you guys would all.
Yes, we would.
In the back of Biden's fucking Firebird. Honestly,
that is cool.
It's pretty sweet.
Yes, that is cool. So Jordan, again, he is 36 years old. He also faces 1 count of conspiracy and 7 counts of distribution of cocaine for an alleged incident in 2017. He was arrested on this past Sunday. He has pleaded not guilty. Washington, he is 56. He is in federal custody and will be arraigned later this week. He was convicted in 2007 of conspiracy stemming from a string of gunpoint robberies in New York. So I'm not going to say these guys were like on the right path.
I mean, who knows? I'm certain a lot more shit's going to come out once they go into trial, and they are still just accused, so we will find out. Once justice prevails.
Yes, he was actually, interestingly enough, sentenced to 210 months in prison and is scheduled to be released in April 2021. So Washington is actually already in jail.
Man, I wonder what the hell. I wonder how they got him to admit it, because they must have just, because all they do is search for a confession as much as humanly possible. So at least we'll see. Obviously, we don't know anything. So more information will come out.
Absolutely.
And we will follow it as it comes out, as long as it's Mayday.
Yes, well, R.I.P. Jam Master Jay, and hopefully there is a little bit of closure, and it's just unfortunate. Be careful. Be careful who you're dealing with, and I love helping young artists, but maybe don't meet them at your home.
I mean,
because meet them in public, listen to their hip hop tape or their podcast. If you want to send it, if you're 14 and you want to send us a podcast.
We listen to 14-year-olds podcast, but that's it.
Do you?
No.
Do you listen to a 14-year-old's podcast?
No, I don't want to. Not really. But I'll give you notes. I'll tell you, keep at it, child. Keep going, child.
That's very good.
I honestly think on some level, this is one of those stories where I would say you should legalize most drugs. I think most drugs should probably be legalized. But
Absolutely.
I don't know if we're mature enough to handle it.
Well, we're definitely not heading down the path of legalization anytime soon.
Nope. I don't know when it's going to happen. Here's a story of a man that probably, honestly... You know when you say when you're in the middle of vacation, you need like a vacation from your vacation?
I say that every day.
You know, like you're trying to take a vacation, you're like, I am just all of the planning and all of the hiking and all of the tourism. I need a vacation from my vacation.
My vacation, yeah.
But sometimes that vacation from your vacation could end up leaving you dead in a pipe.
Wait, what?
Man 32 dies after getting trapped inside pipe at Arizona Aquatic Center. Now, this is...
Wait, is he Augustus Gloop? What the hell happened?
I don't know if he was chasing chocolate. He might have been.
How did he get stuck in a pipe?
This comes from NBCNews.com by Janelle Griffith. A 32-year-old man died early Monday after he broke into an aquatic center in Arizona.
Oh, my God.
And became trapped in a support structure for a water slide.
Okay.
Now, a police officer patrolling area near the El Dorado Aquatic and Fitness Center in Scottsdale learned that what he believed to be faint calls for help. At about
Wait a
12:20
second.
a.m. He heard and about 15 minutes later, it was determined that the calls were coming from inside the aquatic center. They're coming from inside the aquatic center.
Hold on a second. But you did preface this entire conversation with dies inside of a pipe. So what, this cop just didn't save this guy? Didn't grab him from the... what do you do? I don't know how you get somebody out of a pipe. You blow really hard? I have no idea, but couldn't this cop have saved this guy?
Maybe from all the quarantine pressure, he's starting to think he's hearing voices.
Maybe.
The pipe where the man was found is in an expansive outdoor area. They had to find out where, because they heard hip, 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 hip. It took hours, approximately an hour, to pinpoint where the calls are coming from inside the lock place. So it was very difficult because it was this huge, it was like a massive outdoor area, and he said it sounded like a megaphone. So the voice was just like bouncing all over. This is technically a horrible story. He was trapped inside this pipe. Just going,
This is horrible.
And it was just because of the echoes, and none of them are dolphins, so they couldn't figure out how to find him within the pipes. He said that the man had entered the facility by climbing over a high fence and then crawling inside a large cylindrical steel center support for the water slide, where he became stuck. And according to police officers, it wasn't an easy feat. It took some work to get down in there, which obviously would not be the first place that people would be trying to find someone because of the difficulty to get there.
So he got stuck. Is this a water slide pipe? Is this not, I mean, this man is dead, so I don't want to mock him, but was he a little heavyset or something? How did he get stuck in a water slide pipe?
It sounds like it was a support beam that he must have. I'm going to go on a limb here and say he might have been under the influence. And
of having a good time.
I mean, I think that he was having a good time until he got inside of the pipe.
Right.
And then when he walked in, he snuck his way in, and it seems like in his his influenced attitude.
We don't know if he was hammered, though. He could have been sober. I mean, he died inside of a pipe. 99% chance drunk.
At least.
Yeah.
And he might have even thought that was the water slide. Because it sounded like it was just a structure piece for the water slide that he thought would be fun. He saw a big pipe. He's like, oh, fun. I get to go and slip up and down this pipe. I'm going to have fun in here. How wet it's going to be, even though it's closed.
No, it would just be him.
No water is flowing.
Yeah, it would just be him squeaking down this pipe as his skin tears from his body. Just be like, this is fun.
Can I ask you, when's the last time you used a slide?
Holy hell. Well, I'm longer than most slides now, so I can't even really enjoy them, which is sad.
I'm going to say this. I don't know if it's just because we're getting older, because to be honest,
I don't do that stuff.
I'm skinnier than I used to be, right? So I was going to go on a slide. Forget where I was. It was with Natalie.
Well,
there
you
was a
do
slide.
this kind of adventurous stuff, though. You and Marcus go on roller coasters and whatnot.
Well, yeah, that's not adventures.
It is more adventurous than I would do. I'm too big for that stuff.
No, a roller coaster is it's technically the least adventurous thing you can do. You sit in a chair that has a fucking bar that keeps you inside of the chair.
Yeah, but if it breaks, you die.
Yeah, but then no one wants to spend that much money by killing a person at the amusement park. You know what I mean? They'll do anything possible to not kill somebody because it will affect their bottom line.
That's true.
So I know that their importance of money will keep me safe.
Yeah, until accidents do happen, but okay.
But you're more in danger of the owner of the amusement park coming in and shooting a bunch of people than dying on one of the rides.
Okay.
And so, in my mind, I was like, oh, there was this slide. I remember it was this big slide.
Where?
Honestly, I don't even remember.
Are you just hanging around playgrounds?
No. It was, Natalie likes to go to adult playgrounds. Wink, 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 wink. But she likes to go to the ones where it's kind of like, there was like that place in Baltimore we went to that had like the big science museums and all the slides.
Yes, sure.
And I made halfway down a slide. I went, eee! And it's something about the way our bodies are shaped. We're not as buoyant anymore.
No.
But my whole backside was just fucking burnt on a like I was on a skillet. And I was like, and all the kids like, man stuck. See, the man is stuck. And I went and I had to scooch my way down the slide. And I was like, I am not that big for me to stick on here.
Oh, but if you don't get publicly shamed by children at least once a year,
am I living?
You are not living. You have children. There's something about being laughed at by children that just cuts so deep that you need to experience it once again to open those wounds, explore those wounds, and then go to therapy and try to heal those wounds all over again. We're just a series of scars.
I'm covered in scar tissue, but you know what I like about it?
What's that?
I'm like a turtle. Makes me like a turtle. But this is not the only story of a man getting stuck. There's another one of a man lived in Tampa Bay area's stadium's luxury suite for over 2 weeks before he was arrested. This is people breaking in. This is quarantine break-ins.
This is just fun. He was there for 2 weeks. Have a good time with it.
CNN.com. This comes from Amir Vera. A homeless man in Florida allegedly stole up to $1,200 of merchandise and food while living in the luxury suite of a Tampa Bay soccer stadium for over 2 weeks. That's cool as hell.
I think this is actually great. This is just a fun movie. This should be directed by John Hughes. Also, just let the guy have a little fun in there. Who else is using the suite?
Do you remember us when we had to sit in the box seats and we had to go and be like, can we eat these hot dogs?
Yep.
Are these beers for us? Can we have some beers?
Yep.
And all the guys there, all the head fund manager dudes are all being like, yeah.
Yeah, we were... It's really bizarre, and I don't know if I'll ever get used to being treated with dignity or respect.
Oh, it's happened so few times.
It's just so rare, especially in this business where they just beat you down. And even when you mildly get successful, you get free hot dogs, but you still don't know if you should be eating them because you also feel guilty.
But the thing is, I showed up hungry. Right?
Well, we had to because we knew there was going to be free hot dogs.
I knew that there was going to be some form of free food, and I showed up hungry, but then nobody else is eating. And I hate that feeling when there's free food here. They just brought a whole thing of hot dogs, and they brought all the condiments for it, and you were still talking about this story. This has been months.
That was like game 3 of the Lakers this year.
This is how little has happened.
This was, honestly, it was January 3rd.
Yes.
That's when this happened.
There's so little has happened. You're just talking the same stories again. But I hate walking a scenario where, like, man, y'all eating?
They don't eat because they've been there before.
They all acted like all blasé and shit. That's a free pyramid of hot dogs.
It's like the first time you sit first class and they're like, would you like some champagne or Bloody Mary? And you're like,
I don't got the money for that. Quit. Get away from me, temptress. Get away from me. And they're like, no, it's free, sir. Y'all trying to trick me. I'm going to wake up in a bag, aren't I? You're going to put me in a barrel and now you're going to throw me out of the plane.
It's just not normal for that to happen.
No, I'm normally getting things smacked out of my hands going, no, sir. No. I'm used to that behavior.
Very common.
But this guy, he was just up in there. They walked in, right? So Daniel Albert Nahat, 39, was arrested earlier this week. An employee of Al Lang Stadium found these bunch of blankets in the luxury suite. And they came in and they saw him. He was eating close to $200 worth of food all around him. This is fucking incredible.
And he was living the dream.
He was dressed from head to toe in merch that he had taken from the merch stores. I'm like, this is incredible. Honestly, this dude, you should be flipping this story and being like, he loves soccer. He should be the spokesman.
He's the mascot now. I completely agree with that.
I mean, he's got to test clean after a couple of weeks, but then you start putting him in front of camera.
Other than the copious amounts of booze, which I would assume they have in those luxury suites, I don't think he could have been on that many drugs.
Bring the drugs in.
Maybe, but I think this guy might just be a good old-fashioned elky homeless person who figured it out.
Man.
And for 14 days, he needs a vacation from his vacation.
Seriously.
You know how much fun he must have had in there?
Man, every day rooting for the teams aren't there, looking at all the pennants, getting a ball, because you know how much you get to go fucking take a ball. You get to play on a professional level soccer field. Even I have no interest in soccer. No. And even I would be overjoyed to line up the shot and being like, and now for the penalty kick comes the Polish Sekirster Zibirski, and then just me going, yes, and then just not even making it, kicking it, not making it to the fucking stop heckling at me in my fantasies.
Oh, so what is the guy being charged with? Having too much fun? Is it illegal these days to have too much fun?
I do believe that he would actually be served a higher sentence for, quote unquote, having too much fun. Neha was arrested on charges of third-degree felony burglary and first-degree misdemeanor of resisting an officer without violence. So, yeah, because he was probably just been like, let me just finish the Philly cheesesteak.
Yeah, let me finish the Philly cheesesteak, please, God, officer.
And his bond is currently set at $5,150.
Well, this guy doesn't seem like he's the most dangerous human being on the face of the planet. I don't know how he got into this luxury suite, but good for him. I hope he enjoyed those 2 weeks. Must have gotten a little bit lonely at times, looking in the mirror, realizing, the life of a soccer star is not easy. Maybe he thought the soccer teams just stayed there overnight, and he wanted to go have some friends.
I wanted to meet Pele.
Oh, Pele, I believe, is dead, but that's
that is
okay.
The only soccer player I know. I know him, and I know Bend It Like Beckham.
Is his name Bend It?
No, but I know that the movie with the Indian girl in it is the Bend It Like Beckham, and I think she can bend it like Beckham, but I don't know what bend it means.
I think it's something to do with the ball and the
ball can
torque,
curve.
The curving of the ball.
But did David Beckham invent that?
I think he just invented being super handsome.
He is very handsome.
Soccer players are extremely handsome.
It's the hardest
Ronaldo,
sport. Who's Ronaldo?
He is this guy who looks like he's made of just like perfect. He's like a god body. He's like too handsome. So that I've heard girls say, "Oh, he's too pretty for me,"
and that's huge because you hear that a lot. Women always say that, and then they do mean that. They don't. They would make sweet love to them. They would drag their wops so fast back and forth over his body, he would look like a slip and slide.
Oh, he kind of does look like a slip and slide. He's very wet all the time.
That's different. That's effort.
This podcast is brought to you by Squarespace. Squarespace is an all-in-one website platform that helps you stand out online. Yes, that's right. You don't have to smash your face with a hammer. You can just start a business. It's got everything you need on Squarespace, from securing your domain to building a professional site and showcasing your work all in one place. Let's say you want to show everybody how you can carve your ribs out of your lower abdomen so that you look more like a Ken doll. That's amazing. You can bring your vision to life with AI-powered design or curated templates, plus flexible editing tools that helps you create something that truly reflects your style, especially if you are somebody that is trying to corrupt the young men of America. That's what Squarespace is really going to help you. Squarespace makes it easy. It makes it easy for you to put all that together, and you just go to Squarespace and do it all. Thanks, Braden. Head to squarespace.com/left for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, use offer code LEFT to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain.
Hey there, everybody. Is your cell phone bill too much money? Are you getting that bill and you're like, hey, what is this? I can't believe for what? For 5G? Are you crazy right now? $100? I don't even barely got any bars when I'm just sitting in my living room, okay? You don't have to deal with that anymore. Are you ready for this? $15 a month. That's right, $15 a month on Mint Mobile. Yeah, baby. Get their wireless plan, because they're just sitting there on the T-Mobile 5G network, and it's just $15. Your whole life, you're just paying all this money every month. You're like, why? Where's it going? It's going to these phone companies that are robbing you. So go to Mint Mobile. Let them help you talk to your mom. So get your new wireless plan for just $15 a month. Go to mintmobile.com/LPOTL. That's mintmobile.com/LPOTL. Cut your wireless bill to $15 a month at mintmobile.com/LPOTL. That's it. There's no catch. Upfront payment of $45 for 3 months, $90 for 6 months, $180 for 12 months. Plan required, $15 per month equivalent. Taxes and fees extra. Initial plan term only. Greater than 50 gigabytes may slow when the network is busy. Includes up to 20 gigabytes hotspot. Capable device required. Availability, speed, and coverage varies. See mintmobile.com.
It's obvious we love true crime, but it does make us feel a little paranoid about what's out there, as it should. And that's why it's so important to get a home security system that gives you peace of mind. With Simply Safe, you can stop crimes before they even start using their AI-powered cameras to identify threats on your property and alert US-based live agents to take action. Like arriving in a helicopter in the night, coming down from the helicopter, zipping down and breaking through the windows with their big axes, and going through the house, ripping through the walls, finding the criminals. It's easy to do. Simply Safe has been a game changer for us. And the best part, there's no long-term contract. We've used it since the very early days of Simply Safe here at LPN, and it keeps us safe, doesn't it? It keeps all of our thoughts inside the building. Then there's the ones we let out because they have to go out because that's a part of it. But Simply Safe keeps the other thoughts safe. And for that, we say thank you, Simply Safe. And we want you to experience the same peace of mind as we, which is why we've partnered with Simply Safe to offer an exclusive discount to all of our listeners. Right now, you can get 50% off your new system by visiting simplysafe.com/LPOTL. That's half off at simplysafe.com/LPOTL. There's no safe like Simply Safe.
Well, Henry, obviously we're nemesis. We've been nemesis for a long
Our
time.
whole lives.
This man in Arkansas, I was debating making this guy Hero of the Week, but what he did is not heroic. It's just very, he wanted to win. And by golly, he did. So in Arkansas Farmer, he disguised himself as a woman to sneak into a cemetery. Really no idea why he had to disguise himself as a woman, because men are also allowed in cemeteries.
Throwing off the scent.
So he went into a cemetery and defaced the grave of his longtime nemesis.
Damn.
With animal carcasses.
Oh.
You know how funny. Like, I don't.
Why did he dress up as a fucking lady?
This we don't know. We don't.
Excuse me, gravedigger. My name's Leslie. That's the woman version of Leslie.
I can totally tell.
And now don't even nary you mind this bowling bag filled with dead squirrels. That is an inside joke between me and my former lover.
Nemesis?
No way.
Joseph Stroud. He's 78 years old, which, 78. I am just so happy he's got the chutzpah to pull something like this off.
After listening to the AARP sponsored interview of Howard Stern and Metallica, I will say that Metallica, them all being like, we have forgiven everyone. And we had to go and we had a lot of apologies to do in the early 2000s, and they needed to.
I think they may have needed to. They need to apologize to that bassist of theirs because they were just overtly mean to him for no reason.
He just was never Cliff Burton. You could never replace him.
Cliff Burton died. And Metallica needs to realize that this person is not replacing Cliff. He's just... I'm not. Don't, Henry. Don't rock. Don't Metalhead cry on me. Do not
No, Metalhead cry goes... That's fun. That's really dumb. But they said that I would like to think that by 78, fucking praise be to Allah, that by the time I reached 78, can I let go of a shred of my bitterness?
Then you die. Joseph Stroud, 78, was charged earlier this month with defacing objects of public respect, which apparently is AKA a grave. I don't know why they call it an object of public respect, but whatever.
I guess they can fall to, like, the big boy statue in front of Bob's Big Boy. You can go and draw a big cock or a pussy on that. I guess you can't, but at the same time, but then you're outing Big Boy.
Yes, you are. So Fred McKinney, that was the name of Joseph's nemesis. The family of Fred, apparently they didn't think it was very funny.
Why?
They got all mad because they found a bunch of dead animals on the grave multiple times between May and July.
Does it say what kind of animals?
They don't have anything specific about the animals, but we know there were 16 dead animals found. So you got to assume these weren't pumas. These are like little muskrats, little squirrels. McKinney's granddaughter, Shannon Nobles, told the police she started finding the dead animals at the grave in late May. By July, when the family reported the incidents, again, 15 or 16 dead animals were found overall. So this is what she had to say. She says, at first, they thought it was just a coincidence and thought maybe the animals were consuming the fake floral and dying.
Yeah. I feel like, first of all, it should be like a lesson. If you really think you're killing all of the wildlife with the way you represent and help respect your dead ones, you might need to put some biodegradable stuff in there.
I would think so. But then she goes on to say when they began finding more dead animals
and arranged in what seems to be a middle finger made out of squirrels.
Interesting. They realized it wasn't just a coincidence. Someone was placing the dead animals there purposely. So the family set up a camera and they were able to watch this dude. He had a teal windbreaker, a wig, and sunglasses.
Just a lady enjoying a night on the town here in the cemetery.
And the officers were like, okay, I think we know who this dude is.
Hey, how they doing? Name is Leslie Jordan.
So when the officers visited Stroud's home on August 6th, they found a bloodstained towel in his 2018 Dodge Journey.
Oh, new car. It must be a lease.
Yeah, must be a lease. And that was the probable cause. Stroud was arrested and charged with defacing objects of public respect, Class B felony. He was later released. Nobles told the police that Stroud and her grandfather shared a land boundary for several years.
It's very scary.
Apparently, that's what they didn't like about each other. They were too close. And we know good fences make good neighbors. So apparently, they just had a land dispute going on this whole damn time. But Stroud won.
I mean,
so
he lived. That's just what I'm saying. You lived, buddy. You won the fight. If your neighbor dies before you, you win. I know you want to leave dead animals out there, but you know what you could do? You could even make a big fuck you shrine in your own house. You don't have to go to the cemetery. You could go and you could just fucking tell them to go fuck yourself within your own property.
Well, according to the daughter, Shannon, or the granddaughter rather, Shannon said Joseph and Fred never got along with each other, and there was even a lawsuit between them where she thought Joseph had lost. So Joe is probably still pissed about this lawsuit, and he found a way to get his revenge, and that involved dead animals on Fred McKinney's grave, and I think that he got back at him. I don't still know why he dressed as a woman, though.
Oh,
we just don't know why he dressed as a woman.
I think that was just that could just be his role. That's just what he does in life.
Know.
He just might enjoy himself.
I have no problem with that. I think that that's great. I
only do naughty things when I'm Leslie. The rest of my life, I've lived by the code of law forced to me by this government. But Leslie flies free.
You all need to have a second personality, don't you? Just
don't
have a
say
little
this.
fun.
No, because
Why?
you know who else had one?
Oh, Jodi Arias.
And Ted Bundy. And John Wayne Gacy. And Jeffrey Dahmer. They all had their... Because that's the thing. It becomes too compartmentalized. That's when you don't know what other Kissel's doing, that's when there's a problem.
There is that movie, The Two Mr. Kissels, and I believe John Stamos is in it.
What?
Yeah, it's about these two guys who, I think they were brothers who got killed in
Mr. Kissel, it's called?
The Two Mr. Kissels. You don't know this?
What?
Yeah, there's a movie called The Two Mr. Kissels. I really don't know much about the story. I believe John Stamos is in it.
Let me see what comes up when I do this.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. It's a very famous Lifetime movie.
Rich brothers Robert and Andrew Kissel.
I think that they
seem to have everything. Beautiful wives who love them. Nope. Great jobs at a huge house. Technically, you are doing fine.
I don't know.
Beneath the surface lies resentments and secrets that will
They
eventually
killed
be
each
their
other, I think.
horrible undoing. This is 2008. How have I not heard of The Two Mr. Kissels?
I don't know.
It's made for television.
Yes, it was a Lifetime movie.
Didn't have enough to get to the distribution for a big full release.
No, it
might be
didn't.
the name of the film. Oh, it's a Lifetime film.
That's what I'm saying. It's a Lifetime movie.
What have you done?
I've made us money, Haley.
Money? That's
yes.
it.
Yes. And to make money, you have to gamble. And to gamble, you have to take risks.
You've turned us
and
into
risk require
pariahs
nerves
for
and guts.
money.
But you wouldn't know anything about that, Haley, because you have
We're
no
your
guts.
family, Andrew. These are your children.
Now, wow, who would you truly, if you were going to have someone play it like the life of Ben Kissel, the no towel story? Ben Kissel's no towels, no problems.
I have too many towels.
Good.
I don't even know what to do with them.
But the kitchen floor is mysteriously wet.
Well, it doesn't. Yes, it is. Okay. Who
would play like Ben Kissel, the no towels, no problem story? Who plays Ben Kissel truly? Who do you cast?
I mean, I don't even know if it would
Dolph Lundgren.
Dolph is too old.
I mean, but he'd represent your spirit.
Yeah, I do love. He's a genius, you know.
I heard.
Yeah, he's like actually a mathematician.
You know who I always, for some reason, the only one that always pops up is Asia Carrera is a member of Mensa.
No kidding.
Do you remember her?
Yeah, from Wayne's World. Wasn't she in Wayne's World?
That's Tia Carrera.
Who's Asia Carrera?
Asia Carrera was the pornography actress from the 90s, early 2000s.
No kidding.
She's very attractive. But she was a part of Mensa. But actually, maybe Tia Carrera was also a member of Mensa.
I think I honestly think, no, I don't want to be. They're very smart. I'll just leave it at that.
The two women are very smart.
Yeah, they're very smart. I mean, I can't even imagine them at a Mensa meeting, just the amount of boners in the khaki pants as they walk by. And
They never probably went to an in-person meeting.
No.
I think a lot of their stuff was done in writing.
Yeah, I think so. But no, I don't know who I would have play me, but, maybe
Who's that big Czech guy from basketball?
from the Dallas Mavericks?
Yeah.
You want that guy to play me?
What's his name?
He looks like Tiny from House of 1,000 Corpses. I don't know his name.
The guy
He's very
that
good.
Billy Crystal purchased in My Giant.
Oh, you're talking about George Marason, the guy who played for the Washington Bullets at the time.
That guy.
You want him to play me. I believe he is also dead. He might be dead. I don't know,
Who
actually.
would play me in Henry Zabrowski All-Star Always?
Just a potato.
You
I don't
fucking
know.
piece of shit.
I have no idea.
Think about casting me.
Cast
me.
Oh my God.
Besides just me.
Okay.
Because maybe I could play a younger version of me.
I think that you probably could. I don't know enough about the talent out there because I haven't been scouting soft body
You watch movies,
improvers.
all you do is watch movies. It's not just soft body improvers. It could also be, you know who could maybe play me back in the day? Dennis Franz. Is that bad?
Oh, Dennis Franz, I have seen that man's butt so much.
We have the same body.
It's very interesting. That was, of course, NYPD Blue, for those that weren't of a certain generation. The show pushed boundaries by showing people piss in public.
It was
in the
worst
bathroom.
butts on television history.
Don't know why it happened. I still don't know why it happened.
I don't know why we needed to see Dennis Franz's butt. I don't know why we needed to see David Caruso's butt.
Well, David Caruso was much more attractive than Dennis Franz.
David Caruso could play me.
Yes, sure. Yes, David Caruso. I love that. In a soft core porn
of my life,
of your life.
That would be incredible.
Yes,
just
it
me,
would be.
just him discovering the fountain, but he's a real chaos magician. Like he's an actual magician. He turns the fountain into an actual hot tub, and there's like all these chicks and dudes all over it.
Now it's getting pretty hot in here. Well, speaking of magic, did you hear this story from a Swiss town? Did you hear it? Did you hear this story from a Swiss town?
Is this code?
This is I have to go to the bathroom
Are
code?
you a fucking CIA operative?
No. Chocolate snow falls in Swiss town after ventilation defect at the Lindt chocolate factory. Isn't that cute? This is not a crime story. It's just simply a sweet story. This is just a sweet story. Residents of a Swiss town got a bit of a shock when it started snowing particles of fine cocoa powder after the ventilation system in a chocolate factory malfunctioned. The Lindt and Sprunguli company, interestingly enough, confirmed local reports, and everything was lined with cocoa nibs.
I love cocoa nibs.
Yeah, they call them cocoa nibs, which is cute. The nibs, fragments of fresh crushed cocoa bean, are the basis of chocolate. Combined with strong winds on Friday morning, the powder spread around the immediate vicinity of the factory, leaving a fine cocoa dusting. Isn't that fun?
Honestly, it is nice.
Yeah,
nothing like making my neighbor more delicious.
The company says one car was lightly coated, and it is offered to pay for any cleaning needed. But it hasn't been taken up on the offer.
Yeah, I will be doing all of the cleaning with my own personal brush. It is meeting.
Well, the ventilation system, unfortunately, has been fixed. So
Yeah, man, they should be giving free chocolate all the ass time. Now, you mean tell me, now the free chocolate ends because your malfunction's over? But guess what, fella boy, Mr. Swede? I was getting fucking free ass chocolate from the sky earlier today.
chocolate cocoa isn't very good, though.
It is.
No, it's very powdery. You can't, you gotta get wet.
I don't mind a bitter.
I don't like it. I think America has ruined my taste of good chocolate, though. Sometimes you get the 99% cacao. It just tastes like shit.
But what it's nice is, though, it's a superfood.
Is it?
No.
Is it?
Superfoods are made up. I'm pretty certain.
This is a paid ad by BetterHelp. Stigma shows up in a lot of different places. I know I had to explain to my handyman about the devil imagery in my home. I had to explain that in our home, El Diablo es bueno. And he reluctantly agreed. I think largely just because he was in my home and he was scared. But over time, he began to see, the devil can be my amigo. See, even in 2026, stigma can get in the way of a lot of things, right? My handyman almost didn't put up my floating media cabinet, right? You gotta get support for your mental health. Maybe you've encouraged friends to consider therapy while avoiding taking the first step yourself because you're busy. worried what others will think, or telling yourself you should handle it alone. No, you need a team. Get therapy with BetterHelp, the world's largest online therapy platform. Give me a space to slow down and talk through what's building before it feels unmanageable. So let's take a short questionnaire to identify your needs and preferences, and BetterHelp will handle the initial therapist matching work for you. Their industry-leading match rate means BetterHelp typically gets it right the first time. Feel confident knowing BetterHelp therapists work according to a strict code of ethics and are fully qualified. So don't let hesitation hold you back. Find support with BetterHelp. Sign up and get 10% off at betterhelp.com/lastpod. That's betterhelp.com/lastpod. Is there anything better than a summer evening outdoors? Enjoy your space to the fullest with new greenery from Fast Growing Trees. I love a big, thick bush. Fast Growing Trees is America's largest, most trusted online nursery, and they can send me a big, thick bush any time of the day. It arrives at work. It arrives at my car. I can pinpoint on a Google map where it is. Send me a big, thick, brown bush. And they send it immediately when they have it, because sometimes the shaver comes to town. I remember one time I ordered a cherrywood tree from Fast Growing Trees. And my God, I couldn't cut it down, no matter what my father told me to do. I had to lie to him about it. And next thing you know, I became the first president of the United States of America. And even you can become the first president of the United States of America with Fast Growing Trees. Right now, get up to half off select summer planning essentials, plus get an additional 20% off your first purchase with code LEFT at checkout. That's an additional 20% off at fastgrowingtrees.com with code LEFT at checkout. Offer is valid for a limited time only. Terms and conditions apply.
All right, I know what you're thinking. I like to go banking, but I don't want to give to these big old banks all the time that cater to the 1%. Well, go ahead and get yourself hooked up with Chime. It's banking built for you, not just those rich jerks. And they got thousands of fee-free ATMs, because why pay to get your own money? Chime is working for you, man. You get your Chime card, you're going to get travel perks, you're going to get into airport lounges, you're going to get those chicken thighs. You know, every time I go to an airport lounge, I get chicken thighs. And you know what I say whenever I see a plate of chicken thighs? Give me more. Chime's going to get you those chicken thighs in these lounges, all right? Sure, they could serve other types of meat, but why would you when chicken thighs are so delicious? Chime is not just smarter banking, it's the most rewarding way to bank. Join the millions who are already banking fee-free today. Head to chime.com/left. That's chime.com/left. It only takes a few minutes to sign up. Chime is a fintech, not a bank. Banking services for Chime Card provided by Chime's bank partners. Optional products and services may have fees or charges. Stated cashback for Chime Prime only. No minimum balance required. For more information on travel perks, go to chime.com/disclosures.
But you know what I want? You know what animals must have been all over those graves? Someone sent me this thing about, because we were talking about how chihuahuas were like bred for food and to be sacrificed for so long.
Oh, by the way, apparently Jerry is a Chihuahua. Oh, I forgot again.
Dachshund.
Yes, Chihuahua Dachshund.
Yeah, he's a dachshund. Yeah, he's got a long body. But there's this type of thing that they found. There's only one example of it. It's a little thing. It's a whiskey the turn spit dog. And what it is, it's this tiny little dog that was bred to just turn the spits for meat. And they're like so tiny and they're so cute. And this one kind of looks like Wendy.
Yes, I see it. It's super cute. But why did it become extinct? Did we still turn the meat? We still need a spit dog. Why would they become defunct? Did they just start eating them? I mean, we talked about Chihuahuas being quite good snack food, apparently, for many, many years.
Just raped out of existence.
Really?
I
That's
don't
horrible.
know.
It's very sad to do that to a spit dog.
I mean, they're like little fleshlights.
Yeah, I suppose
Look at this
so.
cutie little patootie, though.
This is dog talk. This is our dog corner.
This is cutie patootie.
We got.
But that's it.
That's it. Well,
That's the only one I want to bring up. I was like looking up these turnspit dogs, and they're so damn
how
cute.
did you even find a turnspit dog? I don't
It
even
was
want
just
to know
sent
what
to
you
me.
were searching.
It was sent to me in an email. It's a short. Okay, here we go. It's a short leg, long body dog bred to run on a wheel called a turnspit or a dog wheel to turn meat. Oh, the type's now extinct.
Oh, I don't get how it went extinct.
It's a kitchen dog.
It's a cute-ass dog.
Let me see why.
What's weird is you never think about dogs going extinct, but I guess they still can.
According to Delabra Belaine, a 19th century veterinarian. Oh my God, God knows what they did.
Oh my God, 19th century veterinarian. Holy hell.
Turnspit dogs were described as long-bodied, crooked-legged, and ugly dogs with a suspicious, unhappy look about them.
I love them. Can we get them back like they did in Jurassic Park? Or is there like is there like a little embryo in some amber or something somewhere?
Oh, the dogs were also taken to church to serve as foot warmers.
People just used to use live animals. We talked about the Chihuahuas as like water bottle coolers, like water coolers for your tummy if you're having your period or whatever.
You have to do them in pairs.
It's just
because it's too much for one.
You can't wear them like shoes. Oh my goodness. Well, anyway, I think it's time for Hero of the Week. This week's Hero of the Week, speaking of America, bald eagles. We love them, don't we? This is cool.
I'm fine with them,
I
but
love
they're
bald
scavengers.
Eagles. They're scary as shit. A bald eagle attacked a state drone. The drone was worth $950. This was in the UP in Michigan. In what state officials describe in a tongue-in-cheek brazen attack, a bald eagle recently snatched a $950 drone belonging to the state of Michigan that was being flown to document shoreline erosion damage and, of course, monitor the damn citizens of the society. After a brief tussle, the bird ripped it off one of the propellers from the small spinning aircraft and then sent it to the bottom of the lake. And state workers are like, oh, no, can't do that. This happened on July 21st, which is the day of my birthday.
Oh.
And I'm going to name this bald eagle Buzzy.
Oh, Buzzy.
Buzzy the bald eagle. You are doing what all of us want to do when we see a drone up in the sky. Tear it down and throw it into the bottom of an ocean.
America. Oh,
There it
America.
is. Apparently, the attack could have been a territorial squabble with the electronic foe.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know what it was. And so you mean to tell me it did like a preemptive attack? Like it was super, super aggressive and it just attacked a drone?
Yeah, because it's an American hero.
Yep.
That's what we do. Or maybe the eagle was just hungry, but then it found out that he can't eat the robot.
And that's
Not
a
yet
shame.
anyway. And ironically, the name of the drone is Eagle, EGLE. It's a quality analyst and drone pilot Hunter King, and it was on its fourth mapping run of the day. And I'm just telling you this much: when you go into the eagle territory, get ready to get eagled, because Buzzy ain't messing around, and eagles will fuck you up. They are not like super nice.
No, they are not nice.
The pilot said the drone was about 7 minutes into its mapping flight when it noticed its satellite reception was getting weak. He pressed the quote "go home" recall button. The drone dutifully turned around, reacquiring a strong satellite feed. The agency then said King was watching his video screen as the drone beelined for home, but suddenly it began twirling furiously. When he looked up, the drone was gone and the eagle was flying away. A nearby couple later confirmed they saw the eagle strike something, but were surprised to learn it was a drone. Both King and the couple said the eagle appeared uninjured as it flew from the scene of the crime. I don't think we need to call it a crime.
I don't know if it's necessarily a crime.
Nonetheless, I love this eagle. Good for you. Take these drones down, because God knows they're spying on our kids. You know that story about the dude who shot the drone down after he was monitoring his children bathing in the backyard. Remember that story?
Nope.
It was his neighbor's drone. He shot it down with a shotgun. The guy who shot it down got in trouble for vandalism. But the other guy had the drone monitoring his 14-year-old daughter sunbathing in the backyard.
I don't think the drone's the problem. I think it's the neighbor trying to look at the other daughter, like, just bathing.
You have to shoot the drone down, though. I'm so pro shooting drones down.
Oh, no, I think that it's interesting, but I think that it should be drone versus drone. I think that everyone should be allowed to have these military-grade drones.
I am just surprised, and this is satire, but I'm just amazed that we don't have a small drone army. If we can just get everyone
I think
out there that's
everybody
angry,
should have a military drone. Every family.
then we can target certain places in this country that might house people that are destroying us.
Wow, very, very troubling. Very troubling. It's going to ruin everything. But now, let's read some viewer mails. First of all, I want to say thank you to all the responses from various people about how spermies are all different.
Yes, thank you. I always love reading emails about sperm. Apparently, I was correct.
You were vaguely
about
correct.
one thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
But it's true. If you do come once, you get all new sperms. And it just kind of random how it gets in there.
So it really is a crapshoot on which one is going to make it to the egg. And my God, you just better pray it's the right one.
You better pray. But here's the story. We're gonna beep the name of this man out, but I am gonna say it.
Okay.
This is a story about a Bigfoot hunter.
Okay.
That a listener spent some time with in an afternoon with his father. My father and I never had a fantastic relationship, but we would often try to bridge the ever-increasing gap between us with our mutual interest in the paranormal.
Okay.
One day, my father stumbled upon a YouTube documentary that took place a few miles from his hunting camp. In the documentary, a group of ghost hunting teens crossed paths with a middle-aged Sasquatch hunter in the wild. Antics of all shapes and sizes ensue. The Bigfoot hunter was such a character that he actually became the subject of the ghost hunting teens documentary. Needless to say, my father was so enamored with the idea of this man that he actually hired him to take us out Bigfoot hunting with loaded shotguns, two of which were ours, and a Bigfoot battle suit.
What the hell is a Bigfoot battle suit?
We met him at a secluded gas station more befitting of a Tobe Hooper movie. What I noticed about him right out of the gate was that he was completely and utterly full of shit. The first thing out of his face
Hold
was
on a
lie.
second. No way.
No. As I rode in his car, a dangerous choice, I know, he proceeded to tell me that the first time he saw Bigfoot was in Vietnam, while he was separated from his platoon. I knew that something stank immediately, and it wasn't the Squatch Musk. Nam, I thought to myself. My dad was born in 1969, and you are at least 10 years younger than him. I just nodded in response, sucked in my breath, and braced himself for a shitstorm to come. He might have just been on vacation in Vietnam.
He could have been. Yeah, you can do that.
Now, according to him, he's never went into the woods unarmed. He had his own shotgun, complete with his name, phone number, address, and quote-unquote Bigfoot Hunter logo affixed to the stock with his own personal sticker. I am still amazed he was able to pull all that out on a limited space.
Yeah.
I always keep an extra shot on me, he said, waving a yellow shotgun around in front of my brother and I, just in case I need to end my own life.
Whoa.
Don't want to get mauled by a bear or worse. You want to see my battle suit? The battle suit was a veritable hodgepodge consisting of a bright red 60s football helmet, a pair of hockey gloves, a heavy plastic motocross chest plate, a pair of carpenter's knee pads, soccer shin pads, and a dejected set of skateboard elbow pads. There's no way a Bigfoot's gonna get through that, he shouted a little too loudly as he strapped me into the last of the suit. I stared at my father, my face saying, please can we go home? This man is going to kill us. He stared back, his face saying, you always say that. Give him a chance.
Give him a chance.
It could be fun.
Yes.
That's when he almost blew his head off. He had a very bad habit of slamming his shotgun down on his shoulder before we set off on a trek. Moments after he had stuck me into his super suit, he wandered off a few feet right behind me, grabbed his gun, and did his little shoulder slam, forgetting the safety was off. The explosion tore through the woods, decimating the tranquility, sending my father, brother, and I all whipping around simultaneously to see him, finger in his ear, trying to jam some auditory sense back into his head. Wow, he shouted. That was really loud. I stared at my father, unblinking, dead in the face. I took off the battle suit piece by piece, back at the Ponderosa buffet. My father couldn't look me in the eye.
How'd they get to Ponderosa?
They left.
They just left and went to Ponderosa?
Left. Yep, after his mashed potatoes, the unspoken rift between us growing that much wider. This is very, very funny, but that was the last time. They don't know, but this dude's still out there doing Bigfoot hunting.
Well, good for him. Be safer with the gun, please. Lord.
Yes, please be safer with the gun.
My goodness gracious. I do think that most Bigfoot excursions end with Ponderosa, and I think that's a perfect way to do it.
Absolutely.
I love Ponderosa.
I used to love myself a hometown buffet back in the day and a Golden Corral.
Well, the Golden Corral, I was there recently. Well, I was there about 3 years ago. It holds up. It's still there. It's
That's
a lot of it.
enough.
There's a lot of it.
And this is something I want to read that got sent to us that came from a tweet from Dr. Bob Nicholson, which is a Digivictorian on Twitter. And he posted this. It's an article from the 1800s. Now, according to his tweet, I've stumbled upon a lot of bizarre things when researching 19th century newspapers, but few stories that are wilder than this. This is the story.
Okay.
Kicking an ear off in a ballroom. A Wisconsin cancanist who slings a vigorous limb. A dance was recently given at Johnson's Creek, a village 8 miles south of Waterton, Wisconsin, which was attended by scores of buxom lassies and stalwart lads from the surrounding country. It was a grand affair. Beer, bologna, and schmear case were plenty.
Oh, that is a Wisconsin dance party.
The girls were smiling and kitteny and hoop-de-doo-and-hoo. The boys felt their oats, and everybody was having a royal good time. Jacob G. got Peter B.'s sweetheart up in a corner and commenced whispering to her. She giggled and squealed. Peter was jealous. An elegant roll was the result. Everybody sailed in and kicked shins, that being the custom of the country in a muss. Many of the young ladies, however, were more ambitious and landed their generous hooves in the bowels or chops of their antagonists. The display of snowy embroideries and well-filled red stockings was gorgeous, and lots of the boys have been cross-eyed ever since. During the melee, Jacob got his ear kicked off. Fact. He had Peter arrested, and as the latter had slewed his number 12 brogans around among the crowd pretty liberally, he thought it was quite probable that he was the guilty party, and he therefore took out his wallet and settled for the ear. Now come some of the boys that say that one Katrina Von S. 16 is the hairpin who did the damage, inasmuch as the records show that the fair Katrina has a leg on her like a millpost and can kick her father's bulky mules into a total wreck in 30 seconds by the clock. The charge seemed well-founded, and she's a strawberry blonde of the most pronounced style and takes a back seat for no Muldoon, masculine, feminine, or neuter. The boys also say that she kicked one 6-foot fellow in the snout with the vigor of a Colorado Bronco. The case against Katrina for ear amputation seems pretty well established.
Oh, man, journalism sucks now.
Yeah.
That was classic. What a wonderful bash that must have been. Bologna, beer, and just a schmear and a bunch of people kicking each other in the nuts. Getting your ear kicked off. My
That's hard.
God. Oh, that is hard.
They had harder shoes back then.
I think that they did, yes. They must have. A lot of farming, a lot of agriculture work. You got to have the hard boots.
You gotta have hard boots. This is a bit of an announcement. Next week, both Side Stories and Last Podcast on the Left are going on vacation.
I need a vacation from my vacation.
We are not going to have one of those.
No,
we're just
you're
going to
not.
have vacation from work. But there's going to be no new episode of Side Stories or Last Podcast on the Week next week. I know that you may moan, you might be even doing a bit of a groaning, but I do believe you will like how relaxed we will be when we come back.
Oh,
afterwards.
You know how people love it when we're
Especially,
not stressed.
Yeah, when we're leaving to we're doing family things.
Of course.
That'll be fun.
We will, Travis Morningstar, I will still be doing Top Hat. We'll still have Kind of Fun, the wrestling show, and we'll still be doing the LPN show. So don't think work won't be happening. Still coming here from the West Coast studio. Yeah. Thank you all so much for listening to this episode of Side Stories. We hope you're hanging in there, doing the best you possibly can in these strange, wild times.
Live every day like you know that that's not the water tube. All right?
You know that's not the water tube. Do not go down that tube.
I know you want to go down that tube, but just live and double check your tube, make sure it's got an out.
Yes.
Throw a sandal down there. I think that's really, really important. Throw a sandal, throw a boot down the tube, make sure it comes out, see where it comes out, then have your fun. Make sure the water's on. That's very, very important. All right?
Indeed.
You got to live. You got to laugh.
You do.
Laugh like you are a man that is just covered in soccer merch, surrounded by mustard. Just loving life, man.
Oh, man.
That first week must have been one of the funnest times of his life.
I'm jealous. I'm actually jealous of this homeless man.
So much freedom, so much fun, all that booze. Whoo, man, so much fun. Wow. And you gotta just live. Laugh. You gotta love.
You do. You forgot it. You forgot one of the largest cliches in human history.
That we've taken.
Yeah.
For no reason. We didn't have to take it.
No,
but now we're stuck with it.
No, yeah, you did this. Yeah.
Yep. And now love that I do this every episode. You love this. That's your cop out for the love this week? It literally is a demand that you love this part of the show.
Wonderful.
And if you don't, then unfortunately, it cannot be changed.
Well, we love all of you. You can check us out on, of course, again, Top Hat, Kind of Fun, LPN show, Last Podcast. You know all the shows here. Keep on supporting all the shows. Also, we got the merch. We have to mention
Last
the
podcast
merch.com. Okay, so there you go,
Have
Ken.
that.
Now Ken won't yell at me.
Ken, are you happy now, Ken?
Are you
hear
happy
it?
now? Are you happy now? Also, I guess you can check out our Spotify. We got some music. They asked us, I don't know why they wanted our musical taste.
But they want to know more about us. The listeners want to know more about us and what we do, and they're going to hear the 5 songs I listen to.
They just, if you're looking for something that straight 39-year-old white males listen to, then you will find it on my playlist.
It's a mix.
It's a mix. All right, everyone, thank you so much for listening. Hail yourselves.
Hail Satan.
Magustalations.
Hail me.
Indeed, every day.
This show is made possible by listeners like you. Thanks to our ad sponsors, you can support our shows by supporting them. For more shows like the one you just listened to, go to lastpodcastnetwork.com.
You wouldn't take financial advice from a 72 hours in a single day alpha influencer, would you? Same goes if you're in a car accident or any accident. Who you choose matters. That's why Morgan & Morgan exists. They're the largest injury law firm in America, and they've built a reputation by actually winning cases, not just talking about it. Over 1,000 lawyers across all 50 states and $30 billion recovered. Injured? Go to forthepeople.com/podcast. That's forthepeople.com/podcast.
Hey, listeners. Marcus, Ed, and Henry here. It's a little bit of an announcement.
You loving all the episodes of Last Podcasts on the Left lately? Well, listen, now you can get even more from us.
Squeeze it out of us. If you want to hear new episodes ad-free and unlock access to Last Podcast on the Left 7 days early, subscribe to SiriusXM Podcast Plus on Apple Podcasts or visit SiriusXM.com/Podcast Plus to start your free trial today. Do it.